Okay, so picking up where we left off. Alright, everything's looking good. So, let's see what the council has for us. Apex workers. Well, we already have a lot of people here. You know, I'm surprised the Frostlanders are so against this. Okay. So this could still go either way. Okay, so mostly against. Okay, this I can work with. Alright. There we go.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Woo! Alright, time to... construct or upgrade a settlement to have a significant population.
A new law takes hold.
Okay, there's the one for the coal. Let's see. Well, might as well. Alright, so... can we zoom in any further? Oh. So... we have one core, so... let's go ahead and... oh. Need more workers. Alright, so... ah! Come on. There we go. Prepare for... oh, shit. Thousands of our people make their homes in the frontier of our settlement. No longer do we cling to the crutch of the generator. The dream of making this world our own is real, unless the frost tests us again. Of course. So, let's see what new tests they have in store for us.
Secure additional layers. A cold season is imminent.
Yep. An old enemy. Incoming whiteout. Steward, it was only a matter of time. We had an unusually long streak of mild weather, but now meteorologists are clear. There's a familiar drop in air pressure at higher altitudes. A whiteout is coming. The wind will cause extreme cold, and the clouds will blot out the sun, impacting our food production. Without shelter, ample fuel, and a stockpile of food, our people will be at mortal risk. We have to prepare. Okay, just like old times, eh?
Weather
Have
warning.
enough fuel.
Weather warning. Whiteout signs detected.
Ensure research generator upgrades. Generator capacity. Lightweight pistons. Optimized piston construction reduces rotational inertia, enabling higher operational limits for heat generation. Slightly increases generator heat capacity, allowing you to produce and allocate more heat to your districts. Okay.
The Research Institute is ready to present its latest breakthrough.
What else they got? Improved generator capacity. Adaptive valves. Valves equipped with adaptive mechanisms dynamically regulate flow based on volume, enhancing system stability under higher throughput conditions. Okay, so basically increases the amount of heat we are able to send to districts. Alright.
Citizens, our researchers have completed their latest project.
Colony furnace capacity. Triple plated piping. Dang, that sounds cool. Let's see. Pipes clad in multiple layers of weatherproof coating will increase the resilience and therefore capacity of furnaces in harsh colonial conditions. Increases maximum furnace heat capacity, allowing you to produce and allocate more heat to districts and colonies. Hell yeah, let's do it.
The Research Institute.
Advanced generator capacity. Agile dispatchers. Highly optimized, agile dispatching routines minimize thermal bottlenecks, maximizing the effective heat output at peak operational capacity. You know, it makes me wonder, did the developers of this game call in like actual, like, I don't want to say specialists, but this doesn't sound like any kind of random mechanical mumbo jumbo. I mean, this sounds like realistic. It's actually, you know, kind of nice.
The Research Institute is ready to present its latest breakthrough.
Let's add some more heat stamps. And let's see what other heat allocation. Oh, automated heat actuators. Self-regulating actuators mounted onto critical generator junctures will ensure the correct amount of needed heat is allocated to each district. Unlocks the auto allocate setting in the generator, which sets the generator to distribute heat to districts automatically. Okay, I mean, yeah, it works.
The Research Institute has concluded.
Generator upgrade number 2. Generator adaptive injectors. Alterable delivery mechanisms optimizing the intake of a specific fuel type, but that can be easily reconfigured to fit another one. Unlocks the intake optimization generator bonus, which increases the heat yield of selected fuel type. Okay, I think I get what that means.
The Research Institute has concluded its latest task and is ready for its next priority.
Wait. Oh, we gotta construct it. My bad. There we go. You know, while we're at it, let's see if resources has anything else. Automated workforce. No communities are rated for anything this extreme. Really? Oh, what's this? Equal pay. Labor is labor, and thus we will earn equally. This will eliminate discrepancies between the workers and the elite. Okay, trust rises slightly, but heat stamp income is reduced. To encourage competition, the city will allocate special bonuses to people who work the most efficiently. Okay, so everybody gets paid, but the ones who work harder earn more. I mean, yeah, I'm for it.
Our researchers have developed a new idea and await their next task.
Let's see what else there is. Alcohol. City-run alcohol shops. People wanting to supplement their alcohol rations will be able to buy more from the city. This will generate extra income that will benefit all. Privatized alcohol production. The city will no longer be involved in the supply of alcohol, leaving it to private manufacturers. This will increase its availability. Yeah, which means it'll be easier for people to get drunk on the job. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know there's going to be a lot of you who are watching this who, to each their own. We're not judging. You know, if you want to drink, that's your call. But honestly, I'm I just don't think this is a good idea considering the circumstances. Again, to be fair, in the real world, the world isn't covered in ice. So, you know what? I'm just making excuses at this point.
The Research Institute has proposed a new idea.
What else we got? Drugs manufacturing. Let's see. Stimulants manufacturing. Building that produces and distributes drugs that heighten workers' cognitive performance and physical endurance, increasing their productivity. Let's let's check some of the others first. Pleasure club, recreation facility where an exclusive clientele pays for high-end entertainment, generating additional revenue to the city. Do you have anything else? Mandatory unions, labor oversight. To ensure their well-being, workers will be required to join unions that will co-manage their workplace. Trust rises, but efficiency is decreased. Labor oversight. To ensure optimal functioning of workplaces, foremen are empowered to monitor workers and optimize their efficiency. Uh, well, I mean, the city trusts us for now, but loss of efficiency. Uh, yeah, we're gonna have to go with this one.
The Research Institute is ready to present its latest breakthrough.
Okay, so
The delegates have proposed a new law for the Council's consideration.
okay. Here we go.
Hear ye,
Ooh.
hear ye. The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Have more than enough fuel output. Okay, so okay, so let's see resources. Pump jacks. Okay, so yeah, these are the ones that produce more oil. Let's see. I'm gonna hate myself for this. Advanced pump jacks. Okay, so we need 209 more workers. Now let's see here.
The Research Institute.
What a load of bollocks. Oi, the steward, created a secret police, but it's gonna be grand. Cloud, Cuckoo Land, and the likes. Wait, people are missing? You don't say. Bad secret police. I'll save the city from the evil I created. I'll keep them around, of course, but they'll behave now. Pinky promise. Ugh. Well, I don't blame them. This is... Oh, okay. Exposed to wind. Hot-blooded evolvers. Steward, the evolvers have begun experimenting with personal devices which will help us embrace the frost. The most prominent of these is a blood-warming device? What the hell? The subject's blood is pumped through their lamp to increase its temperature. One of these doctors has explained. The result is an outstanding resistance to exposure. The device is gaining popularity among aspiring settlers, but the Faith Keepers have declared it a monstrosity. I mean, shoot. I'm an android and even I find this creepy. A beacon of hope. Incoming whiteout. Stewart, our guards have encountered a group of frozen, terrified outsiders on the edge of the city. They speak of stories spreading among the destitute groups scraping by in the frozen wastes. That our improved generator can ensure safety for all. That people hope that here people can have a future. It seems New London has become a beacon of hope in the face of the incoming whiteout. There will be more people coming. Well, all right. Communication hub. Surveillance hub. Rail hub. Well, let's... Anything else? Generator, symbiotic regulator, dynamic tabulator improving fuel efficiency and allowing the generator to operate synergistically with specific districts. Oil, steam, and coal yield more heat. Unlocks the symbiotic support generator bonus, which gives a passive boost to housing, heavy industry, and food production districts. Hell yeah!
Citizens, our researchers have completed their latest project.
So let's see. Mostly hesitant. Use a community action on New Londoners' heat homes. And promise to maintain for 10 weeks. Community action heat homes. Okay. Let's try it.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Okay, the New Londoners.
The delegates have reached a decision.
Heat homes.
A new law takes hold.
Survive the whiteout. Pouring ice on fire. Growing radicalization. Stewart, the growing fervor of certain groups in our city has become a cause for alarm. Agitators rile up tensions and push their factions to more radical and violent action. Provided we build enough prison spaces, our guards could place such militants in preventative arrest. A spell in detention could cool their heels and calm their fellows. Build prisons to use the Roundup Militants District ability to lower faction fervor. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Let's just double check real quick. Yeah, isolation prison. Okay. Settlement, Old Dreadnought. Okay, their fuel is looking good. Alright, let's see. Huh.
The proposed
All right.
law has been approved.
Labor oversight. You know what? Since we have that here, there it is. Cool. I guess we'll just put that right there. Oh. Huh. Experimental adaptation evolvers. The evolvers experiments has reached a new level. Are you serious? In addition to blood warmers outside the body, they have begun using oil to power improved prosthetics. I don't feel like a burden anymore, said one evolver who had lost his arm to frostbite. Out in the settlements, I'll be able to work in the cold longer than anyone else. The Faith Keepers are terrified. They have asked you to ban these experiments. The human body is sacred. Soon everyone will be pressured into these adjustments, with whoever refuses left to freeze. I mean, being an android myself, I don't see the whole body is sacred thing like you Ganics, but so, having additions to oneself, I really can't. I'm not seeing a problem with this. I'm sorry. And I'm looking at Pilot over here, a full Ganic, and he's giving me that look, which is gonna make this choice a lot more fun. Hey, you guys are a pain in the neck. Recovery Hospital, Patrol Watchtower, Isolation Prison. worker out? Oh. New Londoners' demands met. The New Londoners are delighted you kept your word. They now look up upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Well, I mean, they're not wrong. Let's see. Can we build the logistics? No, I don't think so. Coal, steam. Two browns. They spread their message further. What?
Foremen know best.
Evolvers' rallies expand. Stewart, empowered by your support, the Evolvers have extended their activities to a new district. Their members can be seen in every corner, and they now hold periodic rallies. Well, can't say no to a higher workforce.
A new territory has been charted.
What now? Intruders, Old Dreadnought. Stewart, a group of strangers has arrived at the Old Dreadnought. They call themselves the Wanderers. They seem to be a nomadic tribe for whom this wreck was a pilgrimage site. When they learned their tombs were destroyed, they were furious. Clenched jaws, the only sign of outrage. As we've taken their camp, they ask that we at least provide a stockpile of oil that will enable them to survive the whiteout. They seem desperate. Okay. $30,000. Okay. Well, fortunately, we can take care of that. So, let's see. Oil stockpile? Yes. We currently have a little over 88,000. So, $2,000, $20,000, $200,000. All right. And with that,
Recess has ended. The council sits again.
woo, that's a lot more people. No problem. First, let's deal with the council. Accept all outsiders. We will only let in outsiders who will contribute to the city's economy and turn away the unproductive. Hmm. In order to make best use of scarce resources, we will focus on producing sturdy and easily repairable goods. In order to overcome scarcity, we will organize our production lines to increase goods productions. Hmm. You know, the pilot used to speak about how when he was a kid, uh, his grandfather had a refrigerator who his grandfather said would outlive him. Yo, pilot, whatever happened to that refrigerator? Are you serious? Wait, is that the one your grandma has in the back room? Oh man, that thing's ancient. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going with that one. So let's see. Alright, so. Uh, well, let's give it a run. We only need like 20.
Hear ye,
Woo!
hear ye.
Right at the
proposed
line.
law has been approved.
Steward, the nomads have received the promised oil. Their leader approaches our scouts with respect. They took great care to avoid the sight of the graves we desecrated. At last, they siphoned the oil into a wagon. They left with seemingly kind words. All is forgiven between us. This shelter is now your shelter. Our graves are now your graves. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Hot Springs Refuge. In the heart of the mountain pass stands an old loading station likely used to connect Outpost 11 with a distant hot spring. Ooh. Inside, we found the body of an elderly man who had frozen while waiting for a transport that never arrived. Okay, so we need a trail to the city. Wait, what the hell? Okay. Familiar herd. This same reindeer herd has provided us food at various occasions over the last few decades. It seems the herd's numbers have increased. We can safely send out the hunters. Oh, the old dreadnought need it more than we do. The old empire. Crashed dirigible. An opulent passenger vessel lies under the snow, barely visible. The charts inside indicated left London and was headed for a site in the Ashtop Mountains when the great storm struck. There seems to be many more bodies than the vessel was designed to carry. It will be grim work to dig around the bodies, but we can salvage cores from the wreck. Yeah, let's do it. Reflecting while taking a break. I was just watching an adventure. I just watched an adventure. A fresh start. Ah, I'm reading this wrong. I just wanted an adventure. A fresh start away from this stinking pit. But then the crew started putting tubes in their veins, replacing perfectly fine arms with ones that never freeze. Well, I didn't want to freeze either, did I? They didn't tell me about the pain. I feel it making a fist, but there's nothing there. I'll never freeze, but I'll never sleep again either. I just wanted an adventure. The evolvers continue their experiments to adapt people to the frost. Uh, yeah, pilot, okay, I get it. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea. Alright? Eesh.
territory has been charted.
Let's see. Settlement population approximately 3,500 people. Hot springs. These hard people live in deep reverence of the natural spring, which they believe can cure any ailment. Their simple hothouses and subterranean housing are barely enough to support their population, so their culture ensures nothing is wasted and no weakness is tolerated. Not bad. They are skeptical of outsiders, but perhaps we can convince or force them to allow our sick to heal in the natural spring. If we have access and a trail to the hot spring, we can reduce disease. Let's see. Force access and integrate the settlement. Let's see. The hot springs people say they will give access if we rebuild the loading station at High Pass and their mushroom experiments somewhere in Endless Plains. So High Pass and Endless Plains. Where the heck is that? Let's see, a ghost town. All signs indicate this settlement was habited until recently. Strangely, the larder was emptied, but most clothing and personal items were left behind. There are some bloodstains in the snow, but no bodies were found. One scout found a salvageable core beneath the hearth in the town hall, earning herself extra rations. The buildings themselves contain useful components too, if we can spare the men to dismantle them. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's see. Nameless Cliff, Hot Springs. Many small mounds under a cliff attracts our scouts' attention. They discovered hundreds of infant skeletons. Oh, that's... A track from the top of the cliff leads to the hot springs. We can only assume they have their reasons for doing this. Perhaps we can offer to take any children the hot springs cannot support to New London. Population growth is marginally increased. Percentage of active workers is slightly decreased. Even if they are a burden on New London, we will take care of these children. Yeah, we have to. We can't just leave them like that. Okay, so... the whiteout. Okay, so... we should still have a little more time. Musk ox herd. Our scouts swear these beasts grow thicker coats every year, adapting to the frost. In a few years, they might be able to survive even a whiteout without a care. Well, let's harvest them. Let's see. Ah, this is the hot spring mushroom cave they were talking about. Our scouts found a variety of mushrooms growing within the different depths of this cave. Broken heat pipes run through the caverns. The scouts suspect this place was an attempt by the hot springs populace to develop a heartier food source. We could take the mushrooms to add more variety to our hothouses, or we could repair this facility and share its benefits with the hot springs people. Yeah, I mean, why not? Both we and the hot springs can benefit from developing hardy new crops. Now, let's see. We have access. If we have access and a trail to the hot springs, we can reduce disease. Some of our sick and wounded will recover faster with the warm waters. Allow creation of an outpost to reduce disease. Connect Skyway. Yeesh. There we go. Now, build sanatorium. Let's see, 500 workforce, 100 prefabs, and a core. Disease will be further reduced. We will send people and supplies to expand the hot springs settlement, making it our own. Improve sanatorium. Improve conditions for the sanatorium, especially within its medical facilities. Oh yeah. Okay, everything looks okay. Okay, tension is located at the very middle. Yeah. Agitated and anxious people in the city are. Factions may also increase tension. It depends on their fervor. The more they are radicalized, the more tension they cause. Besides, factions may engage in various disruptions such as protests. If your tension reaches maximum, the city will fall into uncontrollable chaos. Tension levels change dynamically, so keep an eye on them, especially when it rises. Okay. De-radicalize factions, lowering their fervor. Okay, so...
all corners of the city, the council gathers.
people. Okay.
The eyes have it.
Returning from the city approached trail. A profitable day. First couple were all rags and bones, useless. But then there was this woman with real ruby earrings. I'll cover the arrival fee, I said. The wife will love these. Next was a bunch of strong fellas. I sent them straight to Elaine's place. She'll wring them dry before I get home. Lately, there's been less of them. Maybe word is getting around. Gotta take advantage while I can. A lack of law regulating outsiders is decreasing population growth. Of course it is. So, let's see. Well, deal's a deal. Endless plains. Hot Springs, bone traders. Some people from the hot springs have started a market for goods crafted from bone. It appears that a herd of musk ox froze in the valley. They have made use of every part of the frozen beasts to sustain themselves, including their bones. The traders are on the verge of starving. They will happily give us their goods for some food. Yeah, shoot. Weather station. This outpost once predicted temperature drops for winter home. The peak is visible for miles around. The ideal place for a beacon to help travelers reach New London. Increases population growth. Alright. Winterholme Bridge. Remains of the old bridge leading to Winterholme. An ominous sign hangs from the nearest side. Only death lies beyond. Whether it was left by would-be jokers or superstitious scouts is unclear.
processions always have the right of way.
Ah, come on, guys. Come on, we're...
The Council has convened with...
The outsiders, no common rules. Stuart, it seems some of our citizens are profiteering from outsiders trying to get into the city. We caught smugglers with a freezing and disoriented group of people. When warmed, fed, and questioned, they spoke of the grim reputation our city has among the survivors in the area. It's the only generator there is, but we've heard stories of what some of the guides do to people trying to get in. After what happened to us, the rumors seem true. Oh, some heads are going to roll for this.
The proposed law has been rejected.
Stuart.
Steward?
Tensions at a boiling point. I don't have a choice.
The Research Institute has proposed a new idea.
forgot about some of the frost breaking here. Okay, let's get a little more of that out of the way. Oh. Nothing lost. Advanced Biowaste Hothouse. Stewart, our advanced biowaste hothouse has begun cooperating with people who forage for food additives in the Frostland. On top of their regular duties, they provided it with leaves, animal carcasses, and waste in order to enrich its compost. This will no doubt increase our food output. Violet, is this what you were talking about? Huh, okay. Forage waste deployed in biome. Oh. So let's see.
Stupid.
The trials, Apex workers. Stewart, more and more workplaces are running prospective recruits through various trials to decide whether they are worthy Apex workers who will be able to keep up with the rest. They told me I got the job and then pulled out all these tubes and syringes, said a distressed worker. These demons tried to give me a blood warmer, free of charge. I barely got away. While we are receiving more and more complaints, some people argue that the practice is the only way to apply the law properly, and it should be allowed. Apex workers may cause casualties. Yeah, no. No, I get it. This has gone way too far. Captain's mine. The captain himself ordered this mine dug as New London's coal began to dwindle, but its hastily laid trail was lost in a whiteout. The shafts are marked with the miners' final farewells to their families. Ouch. Mysterious tower. Tall towers can be spotted on top of these peaks. Further exploration has been hindered by the constant winds and shearing glaciers surrounding the site. Our scouts have noted that some tunnels by Tesla City head in this direction. We could outfit an expedition to try and reach the site from underground. Blocked by storm requires 30 Frostland teams. Yeah. Possible settlement, ruins of Tesla City. The looming remains of a city once famed for its technological marvels. The place has a bad reputation and has been picked clean over the years, but to our surprise, our scouts uncovered a yet undiscovered chamber. It houses a mechanical calculator powered by a coal-to-oil converter. It remains active, though no one knows what it's calculating. We can either remove the converter to replicate in New London, though this would deactivate the machine, or we can send a team here to use the machine to boost our research. Well, we don't really need that, so completes coal liquefaction research on arrival in New London. Hey, works for me. After we sent the coal-to-oil power source to London, the computing machine stopped running. Some useful materials remain, but the technological secrets of the city are gone forever. Oh well. Let's see. Possible settlement. Outpost 11 contains a military warehouse from before the frost. Over many years, a settlement here salvaged its contents for materials and cores, at one point temporarily declaring independence from New London. Now the warehouse is empty, we can use it as a storage facility or salvage the remains of the settlement. Let's see. 100,000 materials. An outpost here will greatly increase our stockpile limits. Hey, yeah. Let's see if we can increase it further. There's plenty of room inside the warehouse to shelter more people and supplies. Yeah. We can support even more people and supplies at Outpost 11.
A new territory has been charted.
Outsiders. Yeah. We didn't hesitate to bring people in, regardless of what they could offer us, back when we were helping the captain in Frostpunk 1. This shouldn't be any different. We'll find things to
The delegates
get them to do.
have spoken. The law.
Grant agenda to the New Londoners.
Citizens, a new law is in effect.
Just in time, too. Okay, so we have a new construct. Ah. So I guess right here. Which means we're now getting more oil. see what else we got around here. Rowett Expedition, possible settlement. The abandoned base welcomes us with the Fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on a lab where scientists studied the cause of the frost, but the training halls remain intact, along with the equipment used in attempts to contact our generator cities. We could take all the preserved supplies back to New London, or we could leave them, making reactivating the base less costly. Fire up the radio tower and better equip our scouts for what lies ahead. We may construct an outpost here to assist our exploration. Yeah, let's do it. Where the hell are these locations going? Okay, exploration cost. Alright, create settlement. Let's see. Alright, that's a lot more. Extend the facilities to train even more scouts. Alright. Woo! 131 scouts. Dreamer's Mine, Road Expedition. An ironworks sits at the surface of this mine. Its walls covered with designs for wagons and transports. Huh. Okay. A smaller glassworks once fabricated fragile scientific instruments. Few tools remain after many years of scavenging, but there is still iron at the very bottom of the shaft. An outpost here could increase our supply by 200 materials until its deposit is depleted. Alright. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yep, blocked by the storm. Let's check the others. Nansen's Stormwatch. Oh yeah, Nansen was that explorer or that guide who helped all those refugees when the whiteout from the end of Frostpunk 1. We never found out what happened to that guy. Yeah, the Great Storm. The captain later ordered the walls strengthened and the larder extended. Our expeditions can use this base to rest and resupply. Increases exploration speed. Alright. Let's see, can we connect it to... Yeah, alright. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market is where the servants themselves are bought and sold. Our scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death in the plague-ridden bilge of the shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons and we can expand to the shipwreck itself, the Baron. Huh. The shipwreck camp. Broken chains hang from the gun gunwale of the wrecked prison hulk. Founded by escaped convicts who swore all residents should be equal, rival gangs formed over time and now compete for power. Our scouts say the settlement is in chaos with different laws and practices behind each bulkhead. Until a clear authority reigns, there's nothing we can do with the wreck. Let's see. I don't know how I feel about a guy who's taking what's basically slaves, but if he can whittle down the resistance from there, it'll benefit us in the long run. At least I hope that's the case.
Outsiders idling, do not be upset. Be proud. Our city is a beacon for the destitute of the Frostland.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a matter of perspective, quite frankly, but we helped as many people as we can. community service, city development effort. Everyone must support the production of prefads to help expand the city. Well, I mean, it's 59. Can't ask for any more votes than that.
The ayes have it.
Evolver's fervor weakens. Steward, you have kept Evolvers in good terms for a long time. As your relations flourish, their leaders have gone out of their way to appease some agitated members of their faction. We wish to keep the current state of our city, said one of them. We do not need instigators among our ranks. Whew! Finally, they start seeing sense. Let's see, Steward, we have imprisoned 597 faction militants. All have been found guilty of perpetuating the violence engulfing our city. What should we do with them? They will regain their freedom in exchange for lifelong service to the Steward. I mean, yeah. Oh, just a few more days, just a day or two. Let's check on the old Dreadnought. Okay, so looks like we got enough room for one more oil extraction. Okay. Alright. This should do for now. Ah. Observing job applicants. Look at these weaklings. What am I supposed to do with that? Most of them wouldn't last a month. Wish I could put them to the test. Save us a lot of time. Sure, some would leave this place feet first. And so what? They're dead men walking anyway. This world is cruel. If we want to get ahead, we've got to be crueler. You outlawed extreme recruitment methods under the Apex Workers Law. Well, yeah. I mean, it's one thing to get the best out of your workers, it's another to try and kill them. Eesh.
Stuart.
From all corners of the city,
What else is there? Okay. Basic necessities. Basic necessities such as food rations and basic clothing are customarily provided without compensation, but practices can differ from place to place. Uh, Efficiency, labor, all do maintenance, surplus heat. Let's see. Warm housing districts generate heat stamps. Fewer unhoused citizens die from cold. Well, I mean, most of our people aren't unhoused, so yeah, warm housing districts, we'll go with that one.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
take note. A new rule enters into force.
Here it comes. Yeesh. You can see the cold too. The clouds. Man. Good thing we have... Good thing we have plenty of people. Whiteout ending Evolver's rallies.
Will arrive soon. Secure your dwellings.
Okay, so livable. Alright, things are looking good. Alright. Okay. Everything's looking good.
The delegates have gathered and will consider the steward's agenda.
Okay, it looks like everyone's all warm. Wasting heat. So let's see. Is it feel like we're taking advantage of the situation that that people can't argue? Let's see, because of the whiteout. Uh, let's see. Based on availability, the city will ensure all citizens are provided with what they need to survive for free, including basic rations and clothing. To foster responsibility and reward work, citizens will be charged a small fee in exchange for essentials such as basic rations and clothing. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna be honest. If we didn't have the trainers, covering the essentials at the beginning, we'd really be screwed. We'd be having a hard time. So, yeah, I'm all up for teaching responsibility. Well, there we go.
Hear ye, hear ye. The votes are in. The measure passes.
Stewart. Hear us. Stewart.
Dreams of Utopia. Steward, to the delight of the evolvers, our city is now firmly embracing merit and appears to be on the path to making merit a cornerstone of our society. We must ensure that our city never aligns with equality, declared a member of the evolvers. We need to fully embrace merit. Ah, come on, guys.
Stewart.
Wow. Look at that. In the middle of it. Well, not even in the middle.
Stewart.
The Whiteout has been upgraded to Class 4. Wind speeds are expected to reach 150
Sacrilege. Steward, the Evolvers have seized the city's main temple and converted it into a hospital for whiteout victims. After every evening for 30 years, those fanatics have wasted valuable heat worshipping here, said one Evolver. Now we're using it to save lives. The Faith Keepers beg you to restore their temple. The city already has the means to care for its injured. The Evolvers are using this as an excuse to fulfill their blatant desire to eradicate our faith. Yeah, I mean, we already have hospitals. There's no need for this.
Again.
The delegates
Yep.
have spoken.
Well,
The law is tabled.
oof. Fortunately, we still have all this excess coal, so, you know, we can keep everybody warm.
Recess has ended. The council sits again.
Oh. Whiteout's still a threat. Chapter 3. Ice turns to steam as the whiteout wanes, but the return of the whiteouts has sobered even the brashest among us. Good. This should have been a sobering event. We cannot rely on just one city to survive, the Evolvers argue. The whiteouts are still a danger. We must settle strong, sheltered locations, and there's nothing stronger than a site with foundations of a generator in place, like Winterhome. A cursed place, but large enough to supply a growing population. The roots of its generator still hold strong in the frozen earth. If New London falls to whiteouts, we all fall. We need to settle Winterhome as our second city. We must change our plans. Return to Winterhome. Wow, that feels a little surreal after what we saw at the end of Frostpunk 1. Colonize Winterhome. Past the gorge in the Cursed Valley lies the failed city of Winterhome. Our scouts have avoided the ruins for years, yet it's the only place we know of that can support our second city. We must reach for Winterhome and chart the area around it. We should take the time to prepare resources and workforce. Returning to Winterhome will pose significant challenges. Let's see. Youth program. dutiful youth. Young adults participate in volunteering activities under the supervision of elders who teach them moral values. Oh, finally something simple.
The proposed law has been approved.
Okay, so... Oh, well, we can't do anything there. The Baron's men will create a huge market, offering opportunities for all. The shipwreck camp will embrace merit, and the black market will generate heat stamps for New London. Okay. Transporting a patient. He's too weak to make this commute. When the hospital were more central, this wasn't a problem. But wheeling him across town in cold every day, they could have worshipped anywhere. We needed a hospital in city center for our patients. Those faith keepers spend all day praying for health and salvation. If they'd maintained the hospital, they could have had it. Oh. Well, you know what? We all have to... You know what? I don't regret the decision I made. Improve the market and include the shipwreck camp among our settlements. Further improve the market to offer more opportunity to those living there. We have improved the settlement's heating and expanded its market hall, creating a bastion of opportunity. Boxers fight in a new arena beside the market for exotic animals. Everyone can make it here, and if not, then they will be cared for while they pay off their debts through servitude. Well, so let's do a little exploring. Alright, Ganics, this seems like a good place to stop. for this episode. So, thanks again for sticking around.
Please queue.
And
in
with
the
that,
Central District
we will see you
for
next time.
updated maps.
See ya.
Our scouts have charted new territory.